Greetings, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome to this edition of the SGLive 2021 Final Fantasy I Randomizer Tournament. We've got a great show for you here between LordFizzlebeef and fryteeth in the round of 16 in this bracket stage. They are 1-0 right now against each other. LordFizzlebeef has 1 up in these best of 3. So tonight, fryteeth is looking to pull it even, and of course LordFizzlebeef is looking to take it all the way home. Got a really fun flag set. Some surprise treats for you. We've got new features in the randomizer. We've got some changes on the classic formula, so there'll be plenty for you to feast your eyes on. For starters, we've got the party draft flag. The players were only able to select from these 4 classes. They had a bunch of red mages, and then a black mage, white mage, and a thief flying around, and this is what they made of them. Fizzle, not known for taking white mages, and indeed today has assumed with 1 available, fryteeth taking the safe party with the Thief Rainbow. The runners will be getting started here shortly. We're broadcasting on a 15-minute delay, so they've already been 15 minutes. Hopefully, they're having a good time here. Our tracker today, Danny, will defeat and is known for bringing just the greatest Final Fantasy movie experiences. Let's talk a little bit more about what's going on in the flags. First of all, we're going to start out in the classic kind of Caribbean area where they can check out their level 1 white and black magic. It's often the case that classes get access to magic they wouldn't normally on these flags through class bonuses and malices. Every class has 2 bonuses and 1 malice. Got a whole suite. All the tier 2 black magic AoEs are in the first magic shop. And we are joined in the booth by co-commentator Duchess for Kaio-sama. Welcome. You here just in time for the start of the race.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about the troubles, but I am here indeed. Happy to be in the booth with you, and looking already see some level 1 walls, so that's definitely a great entrance. With some lit 2, ice 2, fire 2, you know, the elementals.
We have a bit of a time discrepancy on the screen right now. I'm not sure if the runners didn't start at the same time or if there's maybe something going on with one runner delaying their stream for longer. So we might have to pause Fizzlebeef at some point to allow fryteeth's clock to catch up, but they'll be proceeding through this early game about as expected.
No worries.
So Duchess, how are you doing? Are you excited for this matchup?
I mean, absolutely. You know, when left front bumper gets on the screen, it's always something. And also fryteeth as well. So, I mean, this is exciting. And plus 1 to Ocho. Like, it's the best.
So the king had the canal and Sarah had the hang on, they were both C's. I think, was it the crown? Yeah, I think it was the crown.
I think it was.
Yep. Canal will get us out of the inner sea once we have a boat, while the crown is actually a 2-for-1 in this flag set. It not only lets you fight Astos, it also opens the door to ordeals once you can get there.
Nice. Can't beat that.
fryteeth decided to do a couple extra chest checks here. Sometimes you'll see that in this flag set. People want a little extra money early, so they check the 3 in Temple of Fiends before fighting Garland. Very valid start, especially if you've got Absolutely. 3 mages to pay for.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need some money early, because when you get the Elfling, you want to be able to buy those spells immediately if you can. Because, I mean, everyone knows, you know, level 4 will probably have something that you want, but level 3 really is where the mainstay is, in my opinion.
Yep, being able to outfit everyone with all the level 3 spells before you go to, like, Marsh Cave is a good benchmark.
Absolutely. Got some bridge balls occurring. To be expected.
Yep, with no ship in hand, they will have to go the vanilla route to Provoca. Now we see some divergence here. So fryteeth did 3 chests in TOF. Fizzlebeef is doing 3 chests in Matoya. Gets a pro cape with only a small curse on it for -1. The weapons and armor are modified today with blessings and curses ranging from like -3 to +4. That changes their base stats and can make them very powerful or garbage.
I mean, a -3 katana is still applicable. So
Yeah, there are some things that they're so good that even if they're cursed, they're like endgame capable. So Fryteeth, because of the chests he chose to go out of the way for being a little bit less of a detour, he gets his pirates done first. But I mean, oh wow, and a floater, 32.7K.
You rarely see that in the shop. I haven't seen that in the shop in a long time, actually. So it's good to see it in the shop where you can, 32K is not that much money. So yeah, you'll make that 10, 15 years.
Yeah, hopefully. I think the chests in Marsh are really going to have to pay out because that's what's going to be our main source of cash here, unless we want to go out to like the Peninsula of Power.
That's a warp though, so Marsh is definitely something we need to tackle.
Yep. There's also a possibility the Marsh spike tile rolls a formation that gives a lot of gold, like eyes or mud goals or something to that effect.
Yeah, that would be juicy. Did I see him pick up X Run Ruse?
Could be. Xfer is a decent kind of potential out in this game. Sometimes chaos is so bad that the only way to win is by Xfering and muting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't disrespect Xfer at all.
So Fizzle has a
I was just
plan.
wondering if he picked it up.
That plan is investing 3,000 of the gold that he needs for that floater into a house, so he can make a full roundabout trip here in the Peninsula of Power, kill some enemies, get gold back, and return on his investment while also gaining levels.
It's strategic, and it's going to be methodical, so can't say I knocked the play. And plus, being able to just spawn, fire twos at your will, you're going to be able to clear this encounter pretty easily. So, probably leave at level 10?
Yeah, the levels are going to be great here. I think that Zomble pack is off the hard reset. Yeah, so he got 4 last time, 3 this time, already paying dividends.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I mean, that's the interesting thing about the excuse. I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh, go ahead.
I guess that's the interesting thing about the beginning of the game, because where you see divergence of strategies early on can really pay dividends later in the game because somebody made a choice or didn't make a choice at the other day.
Yep. Fryteeth is getting a couple of supplies. I think he's going to go the more traditional route of see if Marsh Cave and Astos have enough money between them. Of course, Astos could give something like the key, or Marsh could have the key, and that would unlock further chests.
Definitely. Got some steak on FizzleBeef side.
Yeah, I think we... Oh, wow, he actually gets through it. They don't give much gold, unfortunately, but a good amount of experience.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for the level that you're at now, that's a pretty decent encounter, considering I think he has one more house, right? So.
Yep.
It only took two, I guess, rounds of magic to kind of blow it up.
Yep. And I think he's realized he wants the Zomble fight more than anything, more than 4 Frost Wolves,
Yep.
so...
As Fryteeth runs away for some werewolves. Gets a heal pot for the efforts of checking out the chest.
Yeah, so he goes there to check that one which is linked with the top floor. I'm thinking if you're trying to make up 33,000 gold, that you actually just pre-plan to visit the top floor and get all those 4 together. But he might get lucky down here and find a max gold chest, you never know.
Seriously. 1306 is something. Cloth +4, I mean. You were hoping it was something much better with the +4.
So there's... Oh, this is interesting. So the Adamant, that'll lead Fryteeth to the Dwarf Cave, which also has 2 chests. He's not doing the top right chest. In fact, he's not doing top of Marsh at all, so he might have a grind plan in the back of his mind now that he's completely ditched, 4 chests in Marsh?
Yeah, or he's just gonna do exploration galore.
It's true. So what Fizzle's doing, it'll get him the floater, but it won't actually increase his ability to explore, like you were saying. Fryteeth is following the progression straight into a Thunder from Astos.
Oh my goodness.
But by following this, he'll find something like a canoe or a ruby or a rod that will yield extra items, and maybe he, say, does Earth Cave and then comes back after Earth Cave with enough money in hand to get the floater and then just get in the air after that.
Fortunately, Thunder is bodying first turn Astos, so gonna have to come back a little bit later.
Yeah, with only Fire 2, Ice 2 types of spells, you don't do enough damage to Astos quickly enough, and if that's Thunder is his first skill, you're basically rolling the dice if you want to keep trying, 2-3 round fights against him.
Whack, brack. Hopefully you get some level 3 fade. That'd be the dream right now. And Cure 4, I'll take that all day.
Yeah, Cure 4 is nice. It's stacked up with the others though, and this flag set has buffed white magic, so actually you won't get other level charges to take advantage of the fact that Cure 3 heals for 200, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. But still, Cure 4 is Cure 4, so
yeah.
At third level, you really can't negate that.
So we've got good defensive magic. The offense, though, is just oof. Look at this Quad X. I mean, Zap.
Yeah, Quad X and Zap is. I mean, you're hoping for level 4 fade at this point. And nope, not today. Fall 2, but looks like you're gonna have to do this the hard route, which is not bad. I mean, this is sometimes,
Yeah, FizzleBeef is absolutely getting rewarded for not going to Alphalin, not checking Astos, because all of this down here has been a bust for Fryteeth, and Fizzle's on the path to money, to fame, to floaters.
Seriously, so I mean, it is actually paying dividends, what LFB is doing right now. But I mean, that's not to say that, what Fryteeth is doing isn't good, because also with process of elimination, you can kind of steer yourself into the direction of logic itself. Where LordFizzlebeef still has to kind of go through that process.
Yep, he's getting information, so he'll be okay. If he can still find, like, say a rod here into a large amount of gold that's available on Earth, and can just kind of do his grind naturally throughout the game rather than standing in place and doing it, it might be an alternative route to victory.
You never know, right? Like, you might just go to Ice Cave and then it might be the eye tile, so then it's just like, okay, sweet. And then all that time LordFizzlebeef spent into this grind, Fryteeth would just make it up way quicker, so you never really know. But you got a canoe.
Yeah, that canoe gets you into Volcano, though if you're really desperate, you could see if the katana is like a max gold katana and could sell for the entire cost of your floater, but you've got a thief in this party, and katana's kind of your win condition, so ill-advised.
I mean, it's one of those things, right? Considering, it's only 10 minutes in, but it is 10 minutes in. You're going to go try and attempt Astos again, right? I don't know. I mean, sometimes money is better than the item, especially when there's the potential of you might run into another one. You haven't gone into the volcano yet, etc., etc. So I get what you're saying, though. I would never sell a ribbon, but a katana, I would think about throwing the die.
Yeah, because there is the greatest sword of all time, the Masamune, is available in this flag set as an incentive. You can guarantee to narrow down where to find it in the endgame if you haven't gotten it already. That said, Fryteeth is going for a really low percentage play here, kind of beating his head against this Astos, who's got Stop in addition to the Thunder. He was going for Break, but Break... Astos has really high MDef, something like 170, so Break is very low chance to land there, and yeah. I think if you could get up to level 8 and Quad X Astos, that's a different story, but the Break is probably not going to hit, and you're going to beat your head on it in the meantime.
What's interesting is LFB is going to be able to actually get through Astos.
Well, I mean, Thunder is a spicy spell with no resistances.
It is.
You're not even super safe at 200 HP.
You're not, but I mean, I'm going to expect that at least the red mage, one of the red mages stays up, but
good.
You never really know.
So yeah, I think Fryteeth has finally settled into the idea of this grind. He looked at the katana, saw that it only sold for 5,500, and realized that was not going to get him there.
Nope. Sometimes the hard road is the only way.
I gotta say, in a flag set where you don't often get the chance to grind because of how quick it proceeds and how quick you're expected to get into Temple of Fiends Revisited relative to your opponent, the fact that this seed is kind of forced FizzleBeef to grind early is going to pay off a lot more down the road. Like, he'll probably walk into Temple of Fiends Revisited up 2 levels on fryteeth, which is super significant.
CERN just got through Astos, so that's not even a roadblock, and the Earth as well. So
Yep. He's got to go
that was
to
definitely
Marsh, get
fortuitous.
his adamant. I wonder if he'll check the herb before going to Marsh, or just get Marsh out of the way.
I mean, I'm down here anyway, so I'm gonna check Marsh. I don't think he's checked Elflin yet.
Oh man, fryteeth I think is going for what I would call a low percentage out here. He's trying Ice Cave at like level 5. He's got
going for that eye play.
Yeah, he's got a couple charges of warp, I want to say. You really have to hope you don't run into a bad pack of enemies here and that you get out with your life, because there's a lot of safer choices, but he's rolling the dice high.
So far, so good, though. I mean,
yeah, he has no supplies, by the way, so.
LFB is going to get their adamant soon. Ice sword. Can't use it, though. Well, actually, the red mage.
Ooh, is this the play? So he had 2 charges of warp left. He's deciding to go outside through this loop. Oh, he's actually... Whoa, this is gutsy. I mean, he could find gold in here, but just spending any more time on this floor.
Yeah, okay, cool, because you weren't going to the right. Not at those levels, you're not. So what's the herb going to bring us today? I'm thinking the key.
Oxiel. Okay.
Oxiel. Okay.
Oh, exit was level 1. Okay, I guess he can play with the fire a little bit more there. I knew they had warp. I didn't remember that at the exit.
I didn't remember that either, so that makes sense. All right, that actually did work out. You know, went in there, did what they had to do.
Yeah, fryteeth got...
That's going to gain fryteeth some time back.
Yeah, got him 10k or so gold, which is good. It's not the whole way, though, so you still need to make probably a volcano play here.
Yeah, and he needs some levels, too. Like, fryteeth is at the point now, with 15 minutes in, you got to really be thinking about levels instead of running away. So,
yeah.
But you're going towards volcano, and there's enough grind spots here where, you know, starting at the levels that he has now, and with ice too, etc., he'll be able to make up some.
Oh, he didn't save. I think he might even be out of overworld save items. It's just the supplies to me are risky. He could have maybe gone to Crescent before making this play, but again, he's risking it all for the biscuit. I think he knows it's a super fast flag set, and he might already feel like his options are running low, being down 1-0 to Fizzle.
Makes sense. You just got to go for sometimes just play up. I mean, money is yielding at the... Oh, okay. Force encounter. Not the greatest, but I mean, this isn't the worst.
Yeah. Now would be a great time to talk about one flag that's on today, which is no script shuffle. So you know, if you have the vanilla knowledge, every enemy in the game's chance to have a script or not, it's if they had one in vanilla. Wiz Ogres in this fight are the only ones with one. They normally cast Ruse in vanilla. This Mute coming out is actually going to completely stifle fryteeth's offense. I don't know if he ever equipped that ice sword that he picked up in Ice Cave, and he's... Yeah. That's the problem with those kind of risky calls, is that...
Exactly, because that one move pretty much is just like, your body.
Meanwhile, Fizzle's going to be in the air, like, in the nearish future. He might still be a little short on money. I need to see his inventory.
Oh, man. 3 hoorays from the Hooray Dwarf.
Oh, Fizzle has no money. He spent all of his winnings from the grind, so Fizzle won't be in the air soon. He's gonna have to do something else. Maybe his own ice or volcano plays. fryteeth, he got a taste of that money, and he's coming back for more. This time he is equipping his offense so he can beat a silence from the Wiz Ogres.
Exactly. Those boxes full of just 3, 4, 5, 6 G or too much to pass up. Ruse 4 something. What was that?
Oh, wait, Fizzle is airborne. The reason he had no money is because he bought the floater.
Oh, okay.
In that case, I think it's finally time to say that, route divergence, be as it may, FizzleBeef has accrued a substantial lead. His plays have been more
Yeah, he
efficient
just
and
got the
direct.
rod. Exactly. It's exactly. I can't say better than that. And I mean, now it doesn't look like, considering where he's about to go, it doesn't look like he's going to run into too many stalwarts from here. Got enough levels to be able to just keep going with the walking grind, considering the flag set, and do what you got to do.
Yep. Earth is going to be super safe for him. There are no scripts from any of the regular enemies in Earth. Vampire and Lich can have bad stuff, but with his HP that he got from the grind, he's also pretty safe. Fryteeth selling a sleep stick for 50 or half of 57k, so that gets him his floater. He'll be in the air a little bit further behind, but actually only down levels basically.
Still knows what he needs to do, so.
3k a house. That's in relative terms, this FFR seed is kind of like present day San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm in Sydney, so I know the pain myself, mate.
Alright, will the vampire put up any kind of resistance to Fizzle? Doesn't look like it. Fire 2s are going to come out. He gets a high roll there, and the vampire is dispatched.
He's
Good time to talk about another one of today's flags, which is progression behind gating. So 3 of the Fiend dungeons today are incentivized, but the incentive item has been pushed behind a key item. Hello?
yeah. Oh my goodness.
We got a nuke helmet.
That stops everything in its tracks. It's just like, did we just get a nuke 3 helmet? Okay, this game is way more interesting now.
Yeah, so that happened. Quickly wrapping up the last part. Progression is behind gating in Earth Cave, in Sea Shrine, which means just in the right side key lock chest, and in Sky, so it's behind the cube. Anyways, while looking for the Earth incentive, Fizzle happened upon the best possible thing you can roll on this random item magic flag, which is a nuke item.
And a random crystal. Definitely can't be mad about that nuke item. That's just, you just have a sigh of relief, because now you don't, your offense in terms of magic is pretty much done. Yeah, you're working with level 2s, in terms of your core skill set, but for being able to just spawn nuke 3, okay.
Fryteeth has found something of his own that separates his adventure. He's found the eye tile, normally one of the best possible grinds in Final Fantasy Randomizer. It can be a bit spooky because you know it's going to have a script. However, it hasn't actually acted yet because he keeps getting initiative on it.
Against Lich.
It's Lich's birthday. Give him the birthday cake. Or just a little bit of birthday nuke.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's fryteeth, I imagine, spend quite a bit of time here, because this is your biggest roadblock at this point. You do need levels.
Yeah, this would it's an interesting problem that it presents. I think you don't want to spend too long here grinding all 4 members right now. I think you just want to kind of get the levels that make it safe to adventure, like what FizzleBeef have. Start knocking out more of your checks, and then maybe come back here with just like your Red Mage and your Thief, especially after promotion.
LFV just got the chime. So
yeah, we've got a lot of the go mode items. We're just looking for a key and a cube at this point.
Yep.
Now, Fizzle hasn't been into Ice yet, so he doesn't have that loot, but he will have to visit there at some point. And check out the wares here in Crescent Lake. Silver Bracelet +2. That is some solid mage body armor.
Hey, you can't can't beat that. As you see, everyone's outfitted. Life 2.
I didn't see what slot the Life 2 was in.
Second slot.
Oh, that's the one that the Red Wizard can't learn. So unfortunate that Fizzlebeef would miss out on it, but it's not as essential in short Temple of Fiends seeds.
That's true, especially because you have Cure for. So that's really what you're looking for, those type of seeds. So.
Still, I have to love like being in Fizzle's position. Things are just going well. He's got levels. He's got a lot of his core items assembled. He's got some pretty good gear. He's in the air. I think he really wants to find Tail ASAP though. That way he can start leveling his ninja into a little bit of extra magic.
The bottle. Not even wasting time. I would have at least checked and see if there was a ribbon. You know, you're bracing, LFB. I'll give you that.
That's what he did to win last night. He was cutting chests I never would have imagined somebody wouldn't check, especially without a black belt.
Honestly, that's respect, though, for your opponent. When you're like, yeah, this would realistically take me 16 seconds, but I'm taking it.
Alright, so fryteeth will get the nuke helmet. So as far as like disparities between the runners, it's not much. Fryteeth is a little bit behind in the foot race and a little bit behind in levels. Both of these things can be made up over the course of the run. It really is going to come down to how Temple of Fiends Revisited treats a party with no fighter.
Absolutely. Ooh, Ribbo -3. There you go.
Ribbon, one of those essential items, and you're glad to see it there and not have to dig out all of, say, Sky Palace for it. Because sometimes if it ends up there, then people don't get it at the end of the game and they're going into Topher really unprotected.
Yeah, you need at least one Ribbo. Teeth also gets that crystal.
And Fizzlebeef, once again, attacking a walking hunk of meat.
We all like to do such a thing.
He's on his way to Temple of Ordeals, which will be the first time we've seen it in this seed so far. With early level warp, he's going to be able to... Yeah, exactly. Be able to breeze through those pillars.
It just didn't pose a problem for LFB, so I surmise it won't for fryteeth as well.
Yep, no Quake stats, just strats rather, just going with straight damage. When you've got a nuke helmet, that's a pretty good plan. Okay, nobody died to fire 2. We're chilling, we're chilling.
There you go. I don't expect Lich to survive this round after the nuke.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
That's about as spooky as it gets. You're glad it was a fire 2 though, and not like a thunder or a blaze. I think fryteeth's ready to get revenge on his old nemesis here.
Yeah, definitely. Just imagine the ground that he would have made up had he gotten through Astos the first time.
Yep. Oh man.
This might be a different combo. That's not fun.
Yeah, he's just got to get one lucky roll, like one turn that Astos doesn't use that particular ability before his damage comes out, and there he finally gets
That's what I'm saying. It's like Astos wants too much respect on his name. It's like, come on.
Turn order the randomizer.
Cube for LFB.
Alright, he's just a key away, and that key cannot be in the Sea Shrine, so pretty limited set of places he has remaining to explore. You got the waterfall, and sky. Well, he'll do ice, but yeah, it's going to be in waterfall or sky, probably behind some chain of fetch quests. We haven't seen a number of our intermediary fetches yet, like the TNT or the slab.
Yeah, that's a good point. Definitely get running away from those art ankylos.
Okay, so this is a play. Hang tight, this is a play. So Fizzlebeef is pushing Sky right now. I will grant him that he has a nuke helmet, but I don't know if one nuke helmet actually gets you up through a full clear of this dungeon looking for incentives and gets you through Tiamat. The problem really is going to be if Tiamat has high HP and you don't have a way to defend your nuke helmet caster.
Yeah, that can be an issue, but I mean, we have to respect the levels that LordFizzlebeef already has, and so he could be thinking, "Hey, I can still get a decent walking ground." Because if you get some Batman, you know, if you get a couple of Medusas and just kind of nuke them out of existence, then all of a sudden you're going up a couple levels. So it's
Yeah.
not necessarily the gutsiest, but I do agree with you. You still are erring on the side of there is more danger than caution in this play.
Yep. So he'll probably, by the time he gets up to Tiamat, he'll probably be like level 18-ish. I guess you just put the ribbon on whoever's holding that new cat and hope that Tiamat doesn't punch you really hard, which Tiamat 1 can
Pretty
do.
much.
Hang on, are we not fighting
Some
these slimes? We could fire 2 and nuke helmet that pack for a lot of experience.
That's what I was thinking.
And they don't have a script as far as I recall. Alright, so Fizzlebeef missed a ribbon! He literally walked right by it earlier. That could be a game breaker here for fryteeth.
Yeah. Those are the plays that sometimes save you and also come back to bite you, and you know what?
Yep. So things have been inching back. I think Fizzlebeef kind of shot out to that early lead, and fryteeth has been kind of making some plays of his own here and there, clawing a bit back. I think we're still in for a pretty exciting race.
Some eye. Gonna blow this up real quick.
Alright, so Fizzle is... I wonder if he's going to do left side here, go up, and then come back and save this right side for last. That's a typical order for clearing Sky 2.
Yep.
But in the meantime, the more time you spend on this floor, the more chances you get at basically the best set of random encounters for grinding in the game. This floor has eyes, rock goals, it has the evil men and nightmare formation, it's got manticores. However, does Fizzlebeef not have... He either doesn't have softs or he's deliberately not using it to put more experience on his other characters, which would be a good strategy.
Yeah. TNT.
Oh, in the typical incentive chest, as if it weren't shuffled.
Huh. That is interesting, isn't it?
Alright, now here's where legends are made or broken. What's going to happen with this this Tiamat fight? Assuming he doesn't run into an unrunnable Warmech, which can happen in this flag set.
Oh, okay, taking on the slimes now. Easy with fire 2 to blow them up in a nuke helmet. Yeah, they're done.
fryteeth gonna munch on a sandwich.
See why not? No air for LFB today.
Yeah, those are almost never worth the trouble to fight.
No.
Okay, we are... Oh, he's going with... He's gonna try and just roll this. And oh my god,
broken into pieces first turn.
First try. I mean, it is a pretty good chance. It's about 1 in 4. I guess that was the plan all along. Just like, hope that doesn't miss and things don't go south.
Well,
that's probably his Kraken
all this
plan
anticipation.
Too. Yeah.
All this anticipation for naught.
Okay, him landing here suggests to me that he wants to buy softs, which are always going to be in Caneria's item shop.
Makes sense. And I mean, it's still strategic. I would still leave that one character banned. Or not.
The reason I think I'm okay with him bringing it back up is because against Kraken, he's going to want to cast Break 3 times, because if he doesn't get turn
Oh, yeah,
order
that makes
and the
sense.
mages start falling down, then that plan can go haywire quickly.
Trying to do this TNT. Hopefully it leads to the key.
Yep, fryteeth using Warp in a way you'll never see in Vanilla to get through the Temple of Ordeals faster. Meanwhile, Fizzlebeef is in go mode with that key.
Yep. Not checking those chests. For brazzing of them. I mean, hey, you'll probably find level 5 here. And invis something.
Ooh,
Yep,
fast.
level 5
Wow, alright.
and
This is
fast. And lock 2. That's terrible, actually. Every single thing is like, well, it's not terrible because you have three different casters, so you can basically take your pick at how you want to do, disperse your spells, right?
So every level he gets is going to be more charges on those mages for that nuke fast tier, which is going to be super important, because I think maybe for the first 2 fiends you nuke, and then you see if you need melee on the last or on chaos, and if so, then you've got fast in your back pocket as well.
That's it.
Now, will he go for the right side here? Because the right side has a chance to just straight up be a Maza. Actually, he's going for Waterfall. I think he wants it. Oh no, he hasn't been to Ice Cave. Is that right?
Oh, he hasn't, has he?
Oh wow,
I
this is
believe
going to lead
no,
him to
so
do
he's
some extra checks.
still searching.
Okay, so he could think that loot could be in here or in C, which if fryteeth follows the same progression and goes through Sky first, gets his TNT, he would actually hit go mode sooner. He has an Oxyl, it's not tracked, but fryteeth does have the Oxyl, which is the herb turn-in.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Fizzle has found a
Started paying dividends.
pretty high experience yield dragon here. In vanilla, those dragons almost never show up because it's a rare encounter, but gas dragons really valuable, and they appear as early as the waterfall. Fryteeth.
Thank goodness it's not a procedurally generated waterfall, right?
Oh
Otherwise,
yeah,
we could be here for quite a bit.
we could be here for an hour. So fryteeth having the white mage means one less nuke caster, but he gets that locked away invis 2, which might be again sort of a make or break depending on the attack patterns of the Temple of Revisited Fiends.
That is a good point. Right now, it's looking like a bit more offense versus slightly more defense. Ooh, the tail. There we go.
So, does he have the katana? I know fryteeth had it.
Yeah, I saw LFP pick at least one up.
Okay, cool. So in that case, he doesn't actually need the Maza, though it would help to put that on a red mage and get like a little extra consistent DPS.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'm always in favor of throwing Masa on someone, just because if your plan fails, Masa's a great plan B. It's really my plan A, but...
Yeah, and given that red mages have a limited number of level 5 charges, you can't pick up that temper. Yeah, they have a limited number of level 5 charges, so you might want to conserve your nukes for the right moments and have a few turns where you just swing in with a red mage instead. And since he's going right side C here, he's got a good chance to find it.
Who are you putting the nuke helmet on then in the final rounds? Because I mean, you're gonna want your thief or ninja swinging, right? So
I think you do one go at chaos where everyone casts nuke every round, so you have the helmet on the thief. If you do that and chaos rolls like 1500 or less HP, you win the game. If that plan doesn't work out, next time I think you switch it up, put it on a red mage or someone that's going to run out of their own nukes, and you have the thief go with the katana and fast and try and grind it out.
Okay. I'm more in favor of the second plan, but I actually like the first one that you said. Like, I would do the second. I like your thinking.
Yeah, it's a big gambit with this flag set. Like, people have seen a lot of these runs where, runners finish in 41, 42 minutes because they ran into Temple of Fiends, cast nuke 4 times a turn, and that was the end of the story.
That's it. Well, LFB's definitely just in let's go ahead and get this done mode. So, and I mean, the best part is, you know, you can go collect these orbs, and when are they going to level up actually? Because I mean, you do want to get at least a few levels as, you know, a ninja for that MDef growth, right?
The ninja doesn't get any extra def unless there's a blessing on today, which I didn't see before.
Oh yeah,
the
that's
race.
right. They know.
I think it's the main advantage of promoting, if he did, would be the katana, but he hasn't. So it might suggest that that's in his like Plan B and Plan C column, and that Plan A is nukes all the way.
Touche. Nukes aplenty.
Yeah, I think with this flag set, you often want to just be the first to Temple of Fiends, see if fast damage works. If it doesn't, maybe try one more time, and then you start going to adjustment plan A. If your opponent hasn't finished, maybe that's go promote, go buy a little bit more magic, go get the Maza. You come back, you try again, and then you make further adjustments. But generally, you don't get afforded much time. Here's the Brack strats. They gotta work. That's 2 that have missed so far.
Yep.
3 that have missed, but Nuke with 356, keeping it respectable, so there could be still a chance to get through with damage.
All right, on the 4th. Goes down.
1917, 1919, with only carry left and a dip into Ice Cave, I guess. He probably won't get any more levels. So this is what we're dealing with here. This party is extremely vulnerable to Nuke and Nuclear. Currently, not even the highest HP member, the Thief, can beat a max roll Nuclear.
And we haven't seen Nuclear Nuke so far, so it's not the most comforting.
Yeah, it's only on the Fiend boss scripts, though, so we would have had to have run into Warmech to see those. Okay, so Plan A includes the Katana. Fizzlebeef is promoting. This also would, if he's picked up any good body armor, that would let him upgrade the defense on the ninja a bit, but I think this is a pure Katana play.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen a Dragon armor, but we have no Knight, so. Cloth all the way.
So how many opportunities? Let's see. Fizzle's gonna be in Temple of Fiends after what? Oh, he's got to do the slab translation. Oh, that's a bit slow. He'll come out with a good sword.
Does he have the slab? Oh yeah, he has the slab.
Yeah, that was from Sea Shrine, which is where you get the slab in vanilla, but normally it's guarded by the mermaids. So he'll have 2 big swords and some big spells. But all this extra time flying around here and 1 extra dungeon dip is going to give Fryteeth time to get through at least Waterfall, if not also like halfway through Sea. They won't be even. I think Fryteeth is going to be getting into Topher like 4 minutes behind, which will give Fizzlebeef 1, maybe 1.5 shots at it first. And if 1's all he needs, of course, then that would be a wrap.
Yep. I mean, it's kind of looking like right now the grind from LFB in the beginning was the differentiating factor because it's paying dividends. The fact that they're not being stalled anywhere where Fryteeth couldn't get past Astos, and then that led to other progressions, but it still bottlenecked him in that he had to come back.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, Fryteeth also going with break strats here. Thankfully, Tiamat is missing, so not too worried about the health of his lead characters right now, but he does need some of this magic to land. No, he's actually going full nukes. Full nukes, nothing else, and pray.
Okay. If nuclear helmets don't work, I don't know what will.
He's getting in about 175 around. His nukes aren't rolling high. There's a 176 terminated, so Fryteeth lights his second orb at 4235. bunch of hungry dogs are after Fizzlebeef. I gotta admit, those characters looking pretty tasty.
Excuse me. Not mad at that at all.
Yeah, Mazda -1, all you're really losing on that is a little bit of the crit rate. The other stats are so high to begin with, it's basically negligible.
Exactly. And I mean, considering you still have the katana on a ninja, you know, you're not using the Masa necessarily as your main DPS, so it's just good to have.
Now, one thing that is out there in the world, I don't think either runner's gonna get it at this point, but it exists as a failsafe, is there's a guaranteed ruse item among the shuffled item magic, which
fryteeth has the ruse stick.
Oh!
fryteeth does. Yeah, it's a ruse +4 stick. I've seen it used on the last fiend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So that's
I forgot where he picked it up.
Yeah,
I forgot where he picked it up, but he's got a ruse +4 stick.
That's got to be out of Sky, because he's cleared Sky in a different order and saw a lot more of the treasure. So that's another difference.
That definitely is a difference maker. It's like when you see ruse +4 stick, it's like you don't just not take a mental note of that one, mate.
Interesting. So there are types of Temple of Fiends configurations that LordFizzlebeef will win first try at, and there are other types where it's literally going to be impossible, and he'll need the tools that fryteeth picked up along the way.
So, the ultimate crapshoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not even a crapshoot; it's more like the two sides of a mirror. We're gonna see what's gonna end up coming out more successful in terms of what the seed dictates.
There is a prize pool in this tournament. These players are playing to advance potentially to the next round here, though fryteeth would need to win 2 in a row. And the money, I think, more or less doubles each time you advance. Yeah, gotta play it cool here, because there are stakes more so than your average randomizer tournament.
That's what I'm saying. One of these days we'll be like, oh, surprise! You win a Bitcoin. It's like,
oh no!
I lost the chance for a video, gosh.
Oh my. Alright, so Fizzle gonna make use of that Cure 4 here to heal up all that lava damage, make sure there are no surprises out from carry.
And it's beautiful because it's level 3, so it's just like you can spam it instead of having the heal pod. Just, yep.
Ooh, big 298 there on carry. Carry has high MDef, so you don't often see rolls that good, but here we have 298, 282, 358, 388. Carry just got dumpstered. Level 20 across the board now.
Obliterated. So at what, 45, looks like LFB's got 4 orbs lit.
Yeah, this is a... Did he get any post-promotion levels on the... He must have gotten 1 magic charge, I think, on that ninja after promoting. If he leveled into 19 while he was promoted, then he did. But I guess he just bought Break because it's sometimes an out against like a really bad Kraken or Tiamat. They have a 6% chance to get hit by it.
Alright, let's see what time it is.
It's Lich's birthday time here. We got about a 1 in 4 chance for this to land, so pretty good odds.
Fell into crack. Done.
fryteeth bringing up the rear here. He's going to be on Kraken 1 almost simultaneous with LordFizzlebeef's Kraken 2, depending on how fast Fizzle gets through this fight.
Aaron Calamari.
Oh man, this could be it. Is this chaos going to be a terrifying nightmare or a walk in the park?
This pretty much determines. Let's see what we got. Not showing any respect, just straight nukes across the board.
Oh, min roll for the first one, only 100, 157. Inferno comes out with no
Inferno.
You don't want to see that. Actually, does he have 2 ribbons? No, he can't. I think he just got a really lucky low roll on the black mage on bottom there. Okay, these. Oh, and a Cure 4 negates all previous nukes. Okay. So this is where you adjust. Now he's going to take his one ribbon and say whoever's wearing that, you get fasted and you start dealing consistent DPS. Lich has a stun touch. That's interesting. Fryteeth turning in his promotion paperwork. Gonna get some graduated classes here. In just a moment, he'll have a ninja, and then he'll be dispatching of carry shortly thereafter. Yeah, fun fact, Inferno is the highest damaging elemental spell or skill in the entire game. It can roll, when it peaks, when it's not resisted, it can roll almost as high as a nuke.
Definitely have to put some respect on this name.
Do we have any life magic? Because that is a dead ninja. He bought life. He doesn't have charges. You won't get charges for that until level, what is it? Level 26?
That hurts.
So he's going in here with two fiends, or sorry, with two characters. One of these has, oh, he has X for, he's gonna go for X for break. Okay, X for break, that's a 6% chance.
Hold on, dies here for sure.
Oh, it doesn't even have pro rings on. X. Oh my goodness, we are just running fast and hot. Zap is not gonna do it because Zap doesn't have high accuracy. Yeah, you gotta go break. Okay, so speed and power is not working. We need to do something different. Or maybe he's going to try and get back with all four members up again. He could go right and see if the fiends over here don't punch him as hard, but nope, going left again. This is giving Fryteeth that window to catch up.
It is.
But will his prospects be any better? You know, Fryteeth's levels I don't think are even quite as good, and he's got the same HP problems, but he's got a little bit of that defensiveness on the white mage with the extra invis casts. He's got ways to bring back his party members if he loses them along the way. So he's more likely to one-shot Temple of Fiends when he gets there. This is basically Fizzle's last try.
And then he's got to really just pivot. I think it's something totally different. Ineffective.
Yeah, just no evasion stacking, and the way that this chaos is hitting really makes it so that even if he wanted to go to backup melee strats, it wouldn't be that smart, right? Like, if he's just going to get hit for 250 or 300 every punch.
At 5120, Fryteeth gets all four orbs lit.
Oh, no pro ring comes back to bite him there. The quad axe lands. Fryteeth coming in hot. All right,
okay,
it's a race to the finish. Fryteeth goes right, so he's going to see Carrie and Tiamat. We don't know what they have.
Showing respect, actually.
Oof, Carrie fasts, so anyone she gets her many swords on is going to be going down very fast.
Yep.
Or she'll just have 500 HP and be yeah.
Okay, so Carry 1 has more HP than Carry 2.
Yep, got it. Okay, Fizzle's gonna get his last shot here before Fryteeth sees Tia for the first time. That is, provided that this Tia doesn't do terrible things and force Fryteeth to reset.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. And I mean, that extra ribbon is going to be extremely clutch.
Okay, had a bit of a stream hiccup there, but we're back. We're in the middle of the action against this chaos, and we got 2 party members casting breaks, so maybe Xfer has already landed?
Maybe.
And now we got fryteeth having a bit of a hiccup. It's a rocky day out there in those internets.
Opposite best for the Suns, best for the Suns. Bracking for dear life as Ice 2 comes out.
Oh, he got it!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, that's how he
Wow.
advances over fryteeth. He hit it!
Wow. I mean, GG there.
Yes.
LFB, you gotta respect it. You know, just went for the ham and then it worked.
That is a strategy if I ever seen one. Like he bought those Xfers and breaks so long ago. Like he knew he was going to be trying that from the beginning if Nuke didn't work. Hats off to the game knowledge and the preparation that takes. GG to FizzleBeef, advancing. You know, this gets him pretty deep into a major FFR competitive tournament. He's going to be going round of 8, so hats off. Meanwhile, let's see if fryteeth can finish this out. He's lost his ninja. Will he, or will he say no thanks?
Thinking about it.
Okay, he resets, so it looks like he wants to at least try to finish for the glory. And look at that. Here we are broadcasting to you on a fun SGLive rebroadcast from SpeedGaming 8 The Ocho. And who do we have in the booth but our winner tonight, LordFizzlebeef. GG, and congrats on advancing.
GG.
Wow, the the absolute gumption that it takes to go in and say, this is my plan for winning, and then get it done like that.
I mean, what other choice did I have?
Yeah, it was like you're throwing in nukes and he had Cure 4 and you didn't have any gear or any magic that was defensive in any way, so you had no way to get sustained damage.
I mean, the plan was always to go in with X for Brax, but I had so many nukes when I got to Chaos, I'm like, dare I dream? Is this possible? Let's do this and see what happens. And I get through like over half of my nukes, and then the Cure 4 comes out, and it's just like, well, we're too deep into this. We ate an Inferno. Let's just reset and like do the thing we were supposed to do in the first place.
Interesting. I guess I'm a numbers guy, and just playing percentages that are that low from the outset is, I would have to be facing like crab cakes, I think, to do that, right? Like just really know that I need some kind of wild and out there strategy, but you are the mad scientist.
Always in the lab cooking up something.
Yeah, it helps that you can just sit there and just roll the dice over and over and over and over again. That helps the percentage play a little bit.
Yeah, it did, especially how fast you were breezing through the left side. So,
all right,
we got know what the right side had.
It had a actually pretty low HP carry and a very reasonable Tiamat. fryteeth went that way before. He's on his Chaos fight now, so let's give this the respect it deserves. He's got the Cure 4 coming out on Chaos before he's done a point of damage, so no worries there. He's Ruse sticking up on the Ninja. I'm going to do a little bit of extra buff preparation. Quad X goes wide on the White Mage. Invis 2 is going to keep his melee characters very safe from the big punches you saw. Those are like 250, 300 damage punches coming out from Chaos. We'll be seeing none of that here. What's our hit? 7 hits is okay. Only 152. That's not a lot of crits. We're going to need to see a little bit more juice from the Katana.
Yeah, we're going to need that fast.
No Tempers, no Saber today, so just as many crits as we roll per round, that's the damage that we get. Inferno takes out the White Mage and the Black Mage. This suddenly got a lot dicier.
Yes, it did.
But thankfully, with those red mages having godlike magic today, he's got Cure 4 to keep the ninja relatively healthy. I say relatively, it's only got 297 max.
Fire 3 coming out, but not doing too much damage. So 7 hits, 76 damage.
All things considered,
2.
if you have resistances and a little evasion stacking, this is actually a pretty tame chaos. I think he's gonna get there. Zap goes wide. Like, all these spells are
hope that
deflectable
Cure
by
4
runes.
doesn't come back out though. That's
that's
one
true.
thing against, right?
He's casting so fast, like so quickly through the spell list, that he could come back around. We got a bit of a hiccup here, but we've seen some of these before, so let's see if when we come out the other side we got the terminated message. We might not, so I'll give it away because we're at 58:01 on the clock here, and at 58:15, fryteeth will in fact slay Chaos and finish his race.
Superb. GG.
So get out your GGs for fryteeth. Hard-fought tournament here. He was the runner-up in the spring tournament earlier this year, so very prestigious runner. Gave it a go and made it to the round of 16 in SGLive. Hats off to him as well, and best of luck in tournaments going forward. But for now, we turn it back to Fizzlebeef, our winner tonight. Do you have any more thoughts on this seed and on advancing in the bracket?
Does anybody have any magic I can borrow?
I mean, you had pretty good magic today. Oh, except, well, no, the early black sucked, and then like Nuke kind of compensated for it.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but to be fair, being able to just blast with your level 2s at a low level was not something to laugh at. At least I don't disrespect it.
Yeah, you got through all those zombies that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, but I wanted more power. I had power for the first 10 levels, but I needed things for after that.
Yep. Well, you found a new
You also know
right
you missed
there.
out on a. I forgot where, but you walked. I think it was Waterfall, but you walked right past a Ribbo.
Oh, it was even easier than Waterfall. It was in Titan's Trove. You don't even have to like take extra encounter steps
It was that
to
one.
get it.
It was that one. He was just like, nah. He was like, nah. And I mean, I get it. You still got the W, but.
So the whole time I was doing that pop grind, I had a thought in my head. That thought was that there was a 30 grand chest in either Temple of Fiends or Dwarf Cave or Marsh Cave that my opponent just went and got so that he wasn't doing this dummy maneuver that I was doing. So I was convinced I was like 10 minutes behind the whole time, and when I'm in that mind state, it's just like, all right, do I have what I need to get through the game? Well, there's Expert, there's Brack, we got a nuke helmet, let's just go.
So we were actually very complimentary of your strategy there by committing to that grind, buying the houses, because with Fire 2 and Zombies off the hard reset, you had an amazing pack to get. Even if the gold wasn't amazing, the levels absolutely were going to be.
Exactly.
And Fryteeth, meanwhile, bounces off of Astos, gets no progression that's really of use from the others, except for the Canoe, but Canoe leads him into Ice. Ice doesn't have enough money, it's only a loot, he goes to Volcano, bounces out, resets all the way to Ice because he's got no save supplies on him.
Oh no.
And that was really what put him behind. I mean, you look at the finish times, right? If that sequence hadn't like set him back, he probably has a chance to take you.
But I mean, hey, kudos again to just that strategy, and I guess it's like a Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Just finding something in somewhere to be like, oh no, I'm behind. I need that psychic, I need that edge to keep it going, and maybe that's why you're progressing today, right? So,
all right. It is a late hour, and I think that's probably the reason Fryteeth hasn't hopped in the booth here with us as well for an interview. So why don't we wrap up this very fun, very blisteringly paced and wild ride of a broadcast. Fizzle, final thoughts?
I hope I can keep this train going.
Good luck. The money doubles every round, so good luck.
indeed.
Duchess, any final thoughts about this broadcast today? Lord Fizzlebeef or the Seed?
Just want to say thank you for everyone who obviously had a hand in the stream. Danny, obviously, for coordinating all of us and doing the tracking. just getting everything restreamed. I think that's Fizzle doing that. You being in the booth with me, Cheese. Also, the Ocho for having us on their channel. Basically, yeah, I hope everyone had a fun night.